How's it going, Radical viewers? Gaddy right back into another Legends of the West video, or rather a frickin' Redux, as it's been pointed out to me. I went and did the promotional version of Dutch's Schofields, as in not final product Schofields. So yeah, I'm a dipstick. So let's go ahead and show you how to make the actual dang thing from the game, shall we? My bad, seriously, I swear I'm better at this. I'm not, I'm really not, I'm not. The comments on my Red Harlow revolver show that. Does that look a little bit more accurate? That's mostly to the people in the comments that had pointed out the barrel and the cylinder have been blackened and so on and so forth. And kudos to those viewers, and kudos for them for making the comment and pointing this out to me so I could look it up and actually realize I need to smack myself upside the head. Now this is a little bit more complicated and not nearly as accurate as the promotional material version, simply because Dutch's engravings are very unique. And his color scheme is very unique. Like, this is as close as you're going to be able to get to what he has in-game. Let's go ahead and break this down piece by piece, shall we? As usual, long barrel, sights doesn't really matter on this because we don't really see much of a difference between the improved or the stock sights. Rifling, well, oddly enough, there is a little screenshot I saw where he does actually have rifling in his barrel. Why wouldn't he? So let's go with style, shall we? Barrel, cylinder, hammer, I'm pretty sure, and sight, we're going to make all black and steel. The frame and the trigger, however, are going to be nickel plated. Now I'm kind of dancing between nickel plating and maybe steel, or even going all the way to silver. But no, I believe it is nickel plated. Just from what I can see when I visit him in camp and press my nose up into his butt in order to get a good look at this thing. Oh, and before I forget, the pearl hand grips there. Do not forget the pearl grips. That has been pointed out to me many times, and I should have known I was doing something wrong just from that alone, and the fact that I didn't make them pearl, but that's what I get for deciding to do these last versus all the other stuff I try to get done for the week. For engravings, once again, it's Baroque, I'm fairly certain. Or at least Baroque is as close as we can get. And it's sadly not as accurate as I would like. Dutch's has a little bit more flair on the end of his barrel versus this one, which has that weird little... I think that's supposed to be a sun. I don't know what that is on the end of the barrel, come to think of it. Trippy. But no, what really sells me on this design is that the cylinder engravings look fairly close. The frame here looks busy as all sin, which is what I wanted. Really, the only thing that doesn't match up is the fact that his seems to have this weird, like, checkered engraving to it as well. Almost throughout the entirety of the gun. Which really threw me off. They put a lot of detail in his gun. Why can't I put that much detail into my gun? For the inlay metals, that's a little harder to tell. I almost went with brass, but I decided to go with gold. In fact, it's kind of curious now how we're constantly hunting for money in Dutch Vanderland's gang, and for whatever reason, despite the fact we need so much money, Dutch has the most frickin' just tricked out gun I've ever seen. Huh. Interesting that. I guess maybe that's where all the money's been going. That all said, that's basically it. That is it. I promise that is it. Now, of course, his has other little details to it as well that we cannot actually do here. For example, that little lug under the barrel on his is actually also nickel plated. I don't know why, it just is. And little details here with the latch strap on top of the cylinder, and just little bits and pieces here and there. This is the closest I can get in game. Also for fun, just because I was curious what it would look like, I also did a twin version of it where the coloring is all reversed on it. From the hammer, cylinder, barrel, and the frame and the trigger, and an ebony instead of a pearl grip. Engravings are still the same, it's still gold. Actually, kind of a nice look to it, and it's gonna be my guns for a while, I think. They look really nice in the holsters. Kind of like an Angels and Demons look to it. Or that there's a little bit of good in every evil man, and every good man has a little bit of evil in him, you know? Just thematics, just poetry, the symbolism. I'm rambling, my apologies. As usual, I hope you all enjoyed. And for those making requests, do try to keep them on the first version of this video. Do not put them on this version. I'm not going to look at this version for the requests. Just throwing that out there now. This I kind of did just as a, oops, I screwed up, and this is me trying to make up for that. My apologies. That all said, I do hope you all enjoyed. And if you all did enjoy, a great way of showing your support is by liking the video, subscribing to the channel, and just sharing it around with all your friends. Or sharing it on your social media, or sharing it on Reddit. Just share it everywhere. Sharing is nice. That all said, once again, thank you all for watching. Till next time, kids. Take care now. Bye-bye then.